just stopped at the state park gate to hook the car up, so Rob's out there doing that right now. Then we're going to hit the road to our next destination, which we don't know what that is yet. We know we're going somewhere around Tampa, but all the state parks up there are first come, first serve. So I'll just wait till we get pretty close, probably a half hour out, and then I'll start calling and see who has a spot, and that's where we'll go.
Cletus's home turf.
So actually the first place that I called was called E.G. Simmons Park, and they had availability. I asked if he had room for 40 foot, and he's just like, yeah. So he didn't check, so I was nervous that he didn't, but they actually have a lot of spots open, so that's where we went ahead and came. It's kind of central of where we need to be in order to go see St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and then we have a friend we're visiting that's towards the east, so it's right kind of in the middle of all that. So we just went ahead and just came over here and didn't bother calling any other ones. So he gave me this map and said, here you go, the X's are taken, pick a spot. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're unhooking the car so we can drive through there and see which spot we want. So we're driving back to our site now. There's a little bit of problems getting that. He said go pick a site. We picked one, and then he said, oh, that one's coming up unavailable. I don't know why, but it is. So Rob went back, picked another one, and then when we got back, he said, never mind, that one is open, I'm sorry. But the computer wouldn't let him put us into that spot, so we ended up having to go with the second spot anyways. Apparently they don't have internet here in their office, so the computer was really slow trying to process everything. But we're here. We're going to park now and stay for a couple days and hopefully enjoy some of Tampa and some of St. Petersburg and Clearwater. So we'll be here for 4 days getting to enjoy all that.
So today's been pretty relaxing. It wasn't too long of a drive, wasn't too hard of a drive. We got to pick our own campsite here. And it's also our 10-year wedding anniversary. We didn't get each other gifts because we're living on this budget, and this trip is gift enough for every special occasion. I did get some steaks and grill them up, and they were really good. And now we're just kind of hanging out this evening, and we're going to give Pat May a bath later, and then maybe we're going to go to the beach tomorrow, over in Clearwater, I think, or somewhere near St. Petersburg. I also hear there's a treasure island or something like that that's really cool, so we haven't decided what beach we're going to, but we're going to pick one and go see that. So today is going to be another beach day. We're here near Clearwater Beach. But me and Steph are very much introverts and aren't into crowds too much, and really aren't into cities. I know a lot of people are, but cities just aren't our thing. They're just stressful, and we're not into large crowds of people. So we opted to go to Sand Key Park, which is just to the south of the main Clearwater Beach. If we get there and we don't like it, we can always travel up to the main Clearwater Beach, but this is supposed to be a little more quiet. It's supposed to have a nice playground and other things that Padme will enjoy other than just going swimming at the beach. And that way we can kind of get away from the crowds but still enjoy what the area has to offer. It'll also most likely be our last beach trip for a while, because we're going to be heading inland on our way back north, and then on our way west. There'll probably be beach days at lakes and stuff, but not at the actual ocean. So this will be the last beach in Florida. This is pretty nice. So we really did save the best for last. This beach is a little more crowded than some of the other beaches we've been to, but it's not too bad. The water temp is just right. Sand is soft, not too many shells, not a lot of seaweed and stuff to step on. It's been great. We've been in the water for probably the last 40 or 50 minutes, and now we're just sitting back and letting Padme warm up and play in the sand.
Padme and Daddy are getting water. I think she's more into the water than she is the sand. She went to get water and never came back. Left me all by my lonesome.
So I'm sure there's a lot nicer beaches that exist, but that was one of the nicest that we've been to. There was a lot of access points to the beach. There was multiple restrooms and showers, and food trucks serving drinks out there, and you know, if you don't have your own stuff and you want to pay the money, they got umbrellas and beach chairs, and there was tons of parking. It's not like we drove around forever. It was only $5 to park, and that's parking for all day, from dawn till dusk. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was nice. We got to watch a pelican try to catch fish. I got to see a couple fish. I came back to the car to get the swimming goggles to try to see them, but honestly, that you could see them about the same from under the water or above it, because they're just so blended into the sand. They were kind of the same color as the water and the sand, so it's kind of hard to see them, but it was neat. We had fun. Padme had fun. She actually was laughing. Sometimes it's hard to get Padme to laugh. She has fun, she's enjoying it, but she doesn't really express it very much. So she was out there laughing, trying to swim. So it was really nice. The water was calm, you know, a little bit, not big waves, just kind of up and down, which was really nice to kind of relax and just kind of bob up and down.
I think a lot of it was just from the boats alone. I don't think most of it was, you know, natural waves coming off the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. And Clearwater definitely lived up to its name. The water was clear. You could go neck deep and still see your feet. You could see fish swimming around and everything. It was really nice.
It was nice. I think we would come back to it. So
thank you for the recommendation, Sharon.
Before it goes over into the bushes, the wind is blowing it. Oh no. You gotta reel it in.
I think they're little crabs. Are they crabs?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, holy crap. There's tons of them. I guess they're in these holes right here. All these holes in the ground.
Look at them. So many. That's so crazy. They look like ants. There's just so many. You go push him around, take him for a ride. You going for a ride? Bye-bye. Hmm? Ouch! Ow, that was my toe.
What is this?
I don't know. I guess it's like a drive-through convenience store.
In 300 feet, turn right onto Shepherd Road.
It's a little drive-through convenience store, and you pay that guy to get your stuff, I guess.
So today is a travel day. I think we're going to head out to Ocala National Forest, which is about 3 hours northeast of us. It looks like a really awesome national forest with a lot of springs and lakes and hiking trails and stuff to do. We're always looking for stuff that we can do together as a family. There are some things that we just can't do because we can't bring Padme with us, and it's not like we have anybody to watch her. So yeah, the last 2 days we spent just kind of hanging out. We realized we don't have to do something every day, especially when we're on our budget. We spent one day just doing a little work around the RV. I cleaned up and fixed the outdoor shower area out here, and we just did some cleaning chores. Yesterday we went out to visit a family friend, and it was really nice to see a familiar face. They moved down here to Florida, I guess, a few years ago, and we had lunch with them. It was a great day. An odd thing that happened is Steph had some watermelon there, and she had a allergic reaction to it. In all the time I've been with her, I've never known her to have an allergy to food. And what's odd is she ate watermelon, not the same one. She's ate watermelon the day before, and then when she ate watermelon at their house, her bottom of her mouth went numb, and she could feel like it was starting to swell. She's fine. She took some Benadryl. It was nothing too major. We were obviously making sure that she was fine, and that she was being aware that if her tongue was swelling or anything, but it wasn't. And it turns out that we looked it up, and it seems like some types of pollen can get onto melons and cause you to have that reaction. So it wasn't actually the watermelon she was allergic to, but pollen. She does suffer from seasonal allergies pretty bad, so it's just an odd thing to happen. Of course it always happens when you're out visiting people or something like that, but no, everything was fine, and we just came back here and hung out and played some games afterward, and now we're getting ready to head out today. So we arrived here at Ocala National Forest. I think it's pronounced Ocala. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It seems it's a really nice campground. It's a national forest, so the price is reasonable. The website said $29 a night. It ended up costing us $34 a night. I'm not sure if that's because of tax, but I don't know why they would add tax on every night. I figure it would just be for the total purchase, but it's $34 a night. But still, what a great price. We get full hookups, including sewer, and we've been out without sewer for well over a week now, which is fine. We can use dumping stations, but we have to be careful of our water usage, and it's really nice to have sewer hookups right now because we can run the washer and dryer, and we have several loads of laundry to do. We also have Wi-Fi here, and that seems to be unheard of at a national park like this, so it's really nice. We're going to hang out here the rest of the day. We have to do some grocery shopping later. There's a Walmart about 20 miles away. And tomorrow we look forward to exploring this national forest and seeing what it has to offer. So we're headed out today to do some exploring. We have no idea what we're doing. We're headed over to the ranger station / camp office to see if they have any information or maps or something. We know there's lots to do here. We just don't know what's nearby, and the internet doesn't work that great, so it makes kind of looking for things kind of difficult. So yeah, we're gonna go see what's around us. All right, that wasn't too productive. The lady was as helpful as she could have been, and she did give us a sheet with the trails, but I was hoping for a little more information as far as trail lengths and difficulty, because we have to find ones that this little one can go on. But we're going to drive over here. We're going to check out the salt springs. We're going to see maybe if we want to go swimming there. I don't know if today or tomorrow. There's also a couple other springs that we want to see, so we're gonna drive down there and see what that's all about. Man, that water looks inviting. I don't think we're gonna go swimming today. I think we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna see what kind of hiking trails are around, but I can't wait to come back and take a dip in there, because man, it looks so nice.
What you think about that? Was that cool? Is it? Is it cool? Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Figure out if this doesn't.
Whoa, Padme. Whoa. 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 You're way up high. What are you doing up there? That's cool.
Look at you back there.
Look in the mirror.
Whoa.
Whoa, is that cool or what?
So we're driving out to go hiking towards a sinkhole, and I'm following a map that was given to us at the camp office. And on the legend of the map it says this is a surfaced road. Well, it is surfaced. It's a little bit of mild off-roading. So far the CRV is doing just fine, but there is some soft sand that I'm trying to avoid and not get stuck in.
Yeah, please don't get us stuck in sand.
I'll try not to. I didn't know it was going to be wet right there.
You're gonna break the car.
So we're here at the sinkhole trail. It looks like it's a half-mile hike to the sinkhole and then another half-mile back. Should be a nice, fairly short hike, not too long. It's the first hike we've taken since we've left on our trip, and first hike with Padme. It's pretty hot out. We brought plenty of water, some mace, a big knife.
Yes. Thank goodness.
To watch for these cats. And yeah, we're gonna go see this big hole in the ground.
I'm about to hit her head on something.
Cheese.
Very thick. Oh, I see that one. I see that spider web.
Definitely not like the trails at home. Sand, lots of spider webs, and very, very small trail and kind of overgrown. But they've got signs, like, as you walk through, that you can stop and read things about the wildlife or the flora and fauna. So in order to make the hike more enjoyable for me walking up front, I've decided to continually wave this stick in front of me as I'm walking, because the amount of spider webs I've walked through is just annoying. I'm not that scared of spiders, it's just annoying.
Look what the bench they were talking about. That's the bench.
It's just a big hill.
I want to get near them babies. Well, you can't really see much, can you?
No, I was expecting, more of a hole. I mean, the hole's there. It's just,
You can't really see it.
it looks like home. It
Looks like
there's
woods.
just a mountainside there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That's all you get, I guess.
We came, we saw. Temporarily closed
Oh,
for repairs.
oh.
Well, dang it.
Well, apparently there might be a better view, but you can't go down there, so that's cool. They
Yep.
could have told us that.
That sucks.
They should have put that, maybe more at the entrance. So we hike all the way there, and apparently it's closed. So, I mean, they could have put that at the beginning of the trail instead of us walking all the way down there. That would have been preferred, because we could have went and walked a different trail. So very disappointed.
Came here to see a hole in the ground. So yeah, that was a little disappointing, but it was a nice test to see how hiking would be with Padme. It was only a mile. I honestly feel like we could have gone a lot further, but we weren't sure. We weren't sure how it was going to be with her in a backpack, if she was going to be fussy or whatever. So we're glad we did it. We popped the cherry on hiking with her, and we look forward to doing even more cool trails with her.
Right, we made it out. We're both still alive. We didn't get eaten. So we're headed back to some air conditioning because we're dripping sweat. And to pick at each other like little monkeys looking for ticks, make sure none of us have any ticks.
Or chiggers.
Or chiggers. And then we'll probably eat some lunch, put her down for a nap, and play a game for a little while. Relax. Relax.
So we're just hanging out the rest of the day, relaxing. Got our chairs out underneath the awning. I think we're gonna try and do some swimming tomorrow, maybe a little more exploring. There's another spring that I really want to see, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. So we've decided to do a bit of hiking before we go swimming today. Get real hot and make swimming even more enjoyable. Feels like any minute a raptor's gonna jump out of the brush. How's it going back there?
Fine.
It's hot.
It's hot. I have
hot.
to pee and I have anxiety.
So I was looking at this huge tree right here. Look at the very, very top. That's a bee's nest. That is huge. Dang. Ah, that was a good hike. It was a good workout. Nice and sweaty. Perfect for swimming. Salt Springs was just great. The water was so clear, and it boils up from underground, and being able to look at the rock formations coming out of the holes and feeling the current. The water stays at 72 degrees all year long, so it's a little chilly when you first get in, but on a hot day after hiking, it's what you want. And it's so nice, and you could see a lot of fish and crab underwater, and it was a great time. But we are starving, and it is almost Padme's nap time, so we're gonna head back to the RV. And we also got a tip on another really cool swimming hole not too far from here, from a local that grew up here, and we're gonna go check that out tomorrow. So we decided to stay another night at this campground, and those sites you can stay up to 14 days. They do not allow reservations at the handful of sites that we're at. It's first come, first serve, so we were easily able to pay for another night, even though it's approaching Memorial Day. And yeah, we're gonna stay another night. It was so cool. So today we've decided to go to 2 different springs. Both happen to be in the same area, which is great. One is Fern Hammock Springs, and the other one is Juniper Springs. The Fern Hammock, I believe there's a nature trail to it, and you can't swim in it. And the Juniper ones, you can swim in it. So we're gonna head over there and check it out. It's not too far of a drive, and it should make some pretty cool pictures. It's super clear. It's pretty deep. It's a big empty room. Whole pictures of it. That's awesome. So there's a couple different ways out to the Fern Hammock Springs here. You can take a boardwalk, which is actually closed today for repairs, but we didn't want to take that anyway, so no worries. Or you can take the nature trail, which we are taking. It's about a 20-minute walk, or I was told about a 20-minute walk. You can't swim in this one. There can be alligators in it, but it's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, so can't wait to get out there.
See him? Redhead. You see him on the tree? Look, there's 2. Here comes another one. Well, not. Right there.
At least there's not a spider web every 2 seconds. So we're here, and in no way was that a 20-minute walk. That was more like a 5-minute walk, which is fine. Not a long hike, and it is gorgeous here.
It's pretty neat.
If I could pick a place to be as a turtle, this looks pretty good. So it's pretty gorgeous out here. We were hoping to see an alligator. Sometimes they come in here, and being able to watch them in the crystal clear water, so even if they're underwater you can see them, but no gators today. Just lots of turtles and fish. But man, That is cool.
Mommy.
They definitely make it clear that gators can be here. All right, let's go swimming. I guess in case you get thirsty, there is an old water fountain here in the middle of the woods. Odd. So the Juniper springs were really cool, but we think we like Salt Springs better, mostly to bring Padme, because Salt Springs had a lot more shallow areas to get into, and these springs are pretty deep, so she could really only stay around the step area, whereas she was able to come out into the water with us at Salt Springs, but still just as clear, just as cold. But on a hot day like this, it felt great. Can't beat it. So we're gonna head back to the RV, get some lunch, hang out there for the rest of the day, and get ready to head north tomorrow.